Hello and welcome to Fundercover. I have a letter from one of our readers. Open this up. It says, Dear Fundercover, I'm not the best cook, but I really want to be in a cooking show. How can I improve my cooking and my chances? From Clueless Cooker. Well, Clueless Cooker, I have a great idea for you. I used to not be the best cook out there either until I started watching all these cooking shows, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still not a good cook because I wasn't really getting in there and practicing. I need to be a hands-on learner. So what I decided to do was use some of those ideas from the shows and make my own challenges at home so I could be a great chef just like the people on TV. So have a friend or relative go through your house and get some mystery ingredients. Ooh, I'm so excited what's in the bag. Let's see, you're going to use these mystery ingredients to make a tasty snack. We have almonds, honey, tuna, fruit snacks, sunflower kernels, a piece of cooked hamburger, Band-Aids, oh that's good in there, and a cookie with a little bite out of it. Alright, now we can also use some pantry items because that's allowed on those shows too. So I got from my pantry some flour tortillas, some carrots for a little nutrition and a little color, some eggs, and some olive oil. So what I'm going to try to do today is use some of those more gourmet cooking utensils that you might not use as much, but it's good to get practice so you can be a gourmet chef. So, first of all, lay out your fork, your spoon, your knives, your can opener, your big spoon, your other big spoon, chopper, bowls, and then I have this Euro Chef's Rival tool here that's going to be essential for chopping up my goodies. And I'm also going to be cooking with this Chicago Sliders instant cooker. Alright, so first of all you need to think about what you'd like to make. I think I'm going to make something sweet and savory because that's more for a distinguished palate, like my judges. Alright, so I'm going to start with making a little room and opening up my chopper here. Alright, so I'm going to add in first the meat. Sounds good. Maybe I don't want quite so much meat, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit of a crumble and just shake some of that in there. Can hardly wait. Then I'm gonna take my tuna because you always want to get your I don't know how to use this kind. You always want to get your most important things out of the way first. I think what you do is you put this here and then you just smash it down and then you turn it. I'm sorry, just bear with me a minute. Okay, so it's not gonna count if I can't get the food out. It's not seeming to be going anywhere. Maybe if I just puncture a little hole in it with this end, I can get some of those good juices out. There, okay. Alright, I can just maybe infuse my beef with a little of that taste there. That will be quite a treat. Get a little more out of there. Because if they can't taste it, it won't count. A little more. Good. Alright, now I'm going to add some of my almonds for a little crunch. And maybe a little bit of my honey for a little sweet. It's coming out because it's never been opened. Okay, just goop a little of that honey in there. And maybe then a few of these kernels. And I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna need the other half of that hamburger again. What next? What will I think of next? See, it's all very on the fly, and it's just whatever's inspiring you at the time. So if you're inspired to add more of an ingredient, you can always go back and add more, and that's okay. Part of this is just getting over your fear of using ingredients. This can opener's not the best out there. All right. Dear, this has never happened before. What I'm doing is I'm just using the back of the spoon to get all that meat out of there. The technique I just made up. All right, now everything in. I think I got all my ingredients. Okay. And what you do is tighten that on there and just grindy. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Well, nothing happened yet. Let's try it again. Make sure everything's settled on there. Okay. Stick that in the middle. Try it again. Much harder. Okay. Hopefully my time's half up. I have to get a little more power. There, it's getting good and grinded. Yummy, yummy. I can just smell that aroma. It smells so gourmet. Alright, and then maybe you want to check on it a little bit. So I'll just look through the hole. Okay, it needs something a little bit more sticky. So I'm going to put one of my eggs in there. And this is nice, you can just add things through the top so you don't have to readjust that. And then, let's see, what else did I want to add? I think I'm going to use that in a minute. The fruit snacks, the cookie, I'm going to use that. And the carrots, so I think we'll do is grind this up. Alright, now I forgot to mention that you want to preheat your Chicago Sliders little mini grill, and I've already done that. So the green light is on, that it's ready. Okay, now we're just going to pop this off. Looks real meaty. Okay, now I'm going to lift the lid. It's a little bit hot. And what I'm going to do is just carefully scoop my mixture. Ooh, hear that sizzle. Smells good, doesn't it? Well, you can't smell it, but it smells real meaty. I like the combination of the beef with the fish, with the nuts, with the honey, with everything. And that egg in there. It's going to be real stuck together. Okay. Now, while that's cooking, just close that down. While that's cooking, I'm going to make my crumble, and I'm going to get things on my plate because my judges, want to have good presentation and everything. So I'm going to be adding a tortilla for a little grain. Half a tortilla, that's what I meant. And some carrots for a little color. And if one falls off, just put it back on. And I always like it when they, make like a little design with the sauce. So I'm going to make that little design. And some pepper for flavor. And you're going to want to use a little olive oil for something. It's like nothing wants to open today. There we go. A little olive oil. Make it have that good oily taste. And now we're going to work on my crumble. So what I'm going to be doing is taking this cookie, and I'm just going to take this spatula and I'm going to crumble it up. I'm going to want it a little smaller than that. And then I'm going to be adding my fruit snacks for a little flavored compote. And maybe add a little more honey. And then let's just stir that crumbled compote up. I like that it's real sticky in there. Mmm, smells so good. It smells a little bit like fruitcake. All right, let's check on our sliders. It's a little hot. Ooh, almost ready. Maybe they need a little more time. So let's get everything ready here. Mmm, they look real good. Alright, so I'm just going to take this plate and I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to carefully unplug this. And just use this towel, it's a little hot, just scrape out some of the meat. There's one. Hopefully that's cooked all the way, but I'm out of time, so I'm sure the judges will tell me if it's not cooked. There, it's almost like a little mini waffle, but it's meat. I'm going to set that right there. And I'm going to add my compote, crumble, and there we have it. Now, I have about 10 seconds left to plate, so let's just make sure I used all my ingredients. Okay, oh, forgot to use the bandages. I'm going to use that. Oh dear, I'm running out of time. Quick. What can I do? Okay, well let's just make this more of a little wrap, and then we can just stick it together with the bandage. That'll be perfect. Then I've used all my ingredients, and I can't deduct any points, at least for that. So I'm just going to stick that together. Should stick just like skin. And perfect. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Now, when my judges get here, I'll let them have a taste, but we don't need to taste any of it right now. I mean, I'm sure it's really, really good and everything, but we'll just leave it up to our imagination and let them review it for us. Okay, so hopefully that helped, and I hope you enjoyed my tuna beef infused cakes wrapped tortilla with a side of carrots and fruit snack cookie compote. Ta-ta from Fundercover.